Hello friends, in last lecture we started polynomials. We saw over their definition of polynomials, then classification of polynomials, then degree of polynomials. Okay, now in this lecture we'll see the value of polynomial. So next point is value of polynomial. Value of polynomial. So the value of polynomial, the value of a polynomial px at x equal to alpha is obtained by substituting alpha at place of x. And it is denoted by p alpha, read as p of alpha or p alpha. For example, value of px is equal to x square minus 5 at x equal to 1 is given by what we have to do. We have to substitute x by the given value of x. So p of value of px at x equal to 1 is given by p of 1 is equal to 1 square minus 5. Wherever you find x, you have to put x equal to 1, because over here we have to find the value of polynomial at x equal to 1. So therefore I can say p of 1 is equal to 1 minus 5. So ultimately p of 1 is equal to minus 4. Okay, so that is the value of polynomial at x equal to 1. So note it down, then we come to the more questions based on the same concept. Let's see the next question. Find the value of the polynomial. Find the value of the polynomial. Find the value of the polynomial 5x minus 4x square at x equal to minus 1 comma at x equal to minus 2. Okay, we have to find the value of the given polynomial at x equal to minus 1 and at x equal to minus 2. So let us see how to find. We have px is equal to 5x minus 4x square. Now I have to find the value of this polynomial at x equal to minus 1. So what I have to do? I have to replace the x by minus 1, or I have to substitute x equal to minus 1. So here I can say thereof p of minus 1 is equal to 5 multiplied by minus 1 minus 4 into minus 1 whole square. Wherever there was x, I replace it by minus 1. So therefore p of minus 1 is equal to minus 5 minus 4 into 1. So ultimately p of minus 1 is equal to minus 5 minus 4, and hence Our final answer p of minus 1 is equal to minus 9. So I can say p of minus 1 equal to minus 9, or I can say value of given polynomial at x equal to minus 1 is minus 9. Please note it down. Okay, let us see the next, how to find the value of px at x equal to minus 2. It's the same process, just what you have to do, you have to replace the given polynomial by, you have to replace the variable by the given value. So again, now we have px is equal to 5x minus 4x square. So p of minus 2 is equal to 5 multiplied by minus 2 minus 4 into minus 2 square. So p of minus 2 is equal to minus 10 minus 4 into 2. So p of minus 2 is equal to minus 10 minus 8. So ultimately p of minus 2 is equal to minus 18. Okay, so there is a mistake, minus 2 square is 4, here it should be 4 or 16, so final answer should be minus 26. Okay, final answer is minus 26. P of minus 2 is equal to minus 26. Please note it down. See, here question is that find the value of polynomial at x equal to minus 1, minus 2 and so on. So this question can be framed in that way, that find, if px equal to this, then find the value of p of minus 2, or obtain, evaluate the value of p of minus 3 and so on. So same question can be framed in a different way. So let us see one question of in a different frame. Let us see the question. If px, question is, if px or p of x is equal to 2x cube minus 13x square, 2x cube minus 13x square plus 17x plus 17x plus 12 plus 12, then determine p of 2, determine p of 2 comma p of minus 1 comma p of 4. Okay, you have to determine these three values. So here they are not asking that find the value of polynomial at x equal to 2, they are asking determine p of 2. It's the same thing. They are not asking find the value of polynomial at x equal to minus 1, they are simply asking determine p of minus 1 or p of minus 1, p of 4. Let us see each and every one by one. So first of all, we'll obtain p of 2. So we have p of x is equal to 2x cube minus 13x square plus 17x plus 12. Therefore p of 2, now how to find p of 2? What we have to do, we have to replace x by 2. Wherever I'll get x, I will put 2 at the place of x. So 2 into 2 cube minus 13 into 2 square plus 17 into 2 plus 12. So P of 2 is equal to 2 into 8 minus 13 into 4 plus 34 plus 12. So P of 2, it's very easy, just you have to put the value and you have to calculate the final to get the final answer. 2 into 8 16 minus 52 plus 46. So finally our answer will be, now if I add these two, 62 minus 52, so P of 2 is equal to 10. P of 2 is equal to 10. This is the final answer, the value of P of 2. Okay, or the value of polynomial at x equal to 2. Both things are same. So please note it down, then we'll come to the P of minus 1. Okay, now we'll see P of minus 1. P of x is equal to 2x cube minus 13x square plus 17x plus 12. So P of minus 1 is equal to 2 into minus 1 cube minus 13 into minus 1 square plus 17 into minus 1 plus 12. Okay, same thing, what I have to do, wherever x is there I will put minus 1, because I have to obtain the value of P of minus 1. So P of minus 1 is equal to 2 into minus 1 minus 13 multiplied by 1, minus 1 cube is minus 1, minus 1 square is 1. Over here it is minus 17 plus 12, minus 17 plus 12. So P of minus 1 is equal to minus 2 minus 13 minus 17 plus 12. So final answer P of minus 1, okay, minus 22 minus 32 plus 12, that is minus 20. P of minus 1 is equal to minus 20. This is the final answer. So please note it down. Okay, so now we'll see the next question, P of 4. P of 4. So we have P of x is equal to 2x cube minus 13x square plus 17x plus 12. So to get the value of P of 4, what I have to do, I have to put x equal to 4 in the given polynomial. So 4 cube minus 13 into 4 square plus 17 into 4 plus 12. So P of 4 is equal to 2 into 64, 13 into 16, 68 plus 12. Okay, so just calculation part is 128 minus 16 3s are 48, 8 carry 4, 208 plus 80. Okay, so P of 4 is equal to minus 80 plus 80. Okay, so ultimately value of P of 4 is equal to 0. Okay, so here final answer is 0. So P of 4 is equal to 0. So please note it down. Okay, over here we'll get one more term. See here, value of P4, that means value of polynomial at x equal to 4 is 0. So this 4 is called the 0 of the polynomial. We'll see the 0 polynomial separately, but I'm just giving you a little bit idea that at whatever value of variable, if polynomial becomes 0, and then that value is called the 0 of the polynomial. Over here at x equal to 4 polynomial becomes 0, so we'll say 4 is the 0 of the polynomial. Okay, so next. Question based on value of polynomial. Next question is, if px is equal to, if px is equal to 3x square minus 1, then find the value of p of root 3, p of minus 1 upon root 3 plus p of 1 upon root 3. Okay, or make a little bit different, let it be p of minus 2 by root 3. You have to obtain the value of p of minus 1 upon root 3 plus p of minus 2 upon root 3. Okay, you might get confused how to obtain this, but it's very simple. First obtain p of minus 1 upon root 3 as we obtain p of 1, p of 2, p of 4, p of minus 1. Similarly, you have to obtain p of minus 1 upon 3, then obtain p of minus 2 upon root 3, and then simply add them. Or you can do it in a same row. Okay. So first I am going to find p of minus 1 upon root 3. So here p of x is equal to 3x square minus 1. So to get the value of p of minus 1 upon root 3, what I have to do? I have to simply replace x by minus 1 upon root 3. So 3 into minus 1 upon root 3 whole square minus 1. So p of minus 1 upon root 3 is equal to 3 into 1 upon 3 minus 1. Okay, so minus 1 upon root 3 square is 1 upon 3. So p of minus 1 upon root 3 is equal to 1 minus 1, that is 0. So value of P of minus 1 upon root 3 is 0. Now we have to obtain the value of P of minus 2 upon root 3. So let us find the value of P of minus 2 upon root 3. Now P of minus 2 upon root 3, that is equal to 3 into minus 2 upon root 3 square minus 1. Okay, that is 3 multiplied by 4 upon 3 minus 1. This 3 and 3 will cancel out, so 4 minus 1, that is 3. Okay, so here this value is 0 and this value is 3, so final answer will be 3. 0 plus 3 is 3. So note it down up to this point, or let me finish it. Now P of minus 1 upon root 3 plus P of minus 2 by root 3, that is equal to 0 plus 3, so final answer is 3. So this is our final answer. So please note it down. Okay, let us see the next question. Okay, next question. If P of x is equal to 3x square minus 5k plus 1 and P of 2 is equal to 10, then find the value of k. Okay, two informations are given. First is polynomial is given, but over there there is a variable, that is k, as well as it is given P of 2 equal to 10. So what you have to find? You have to find the value of k. So let us see how to solve this. See, we have Px is equal to 3x square minus 5k plus 1. Okay, this is the value of Px. Now they are saying P2 is equal to 10. So let us find P2. We know how to find P2. So now P of 2 is equal to 3 into 2 square minus 5k plus 1, isn't it? This should be the P2 according to the concept. But value of P2, what value of P2 is what? 10. It is given in the question. That means 10 is equal to 3 into 4 minus 5k plus 1. Okay, so I can say 10 is equal to 12 minus 5k plus 1. So 10 is equal to 13 minus 5k. So from here definitely it is easy to get the value of k. So 10 minus 13 is equal to minus 5k, that is minus 3 is equal to minus 5k. So I can say k is equal to 3 upon 5. Minus and minus will cancel out. So k is equal to 3 upon 5. This is the value of k. Okay, again I am explaining. Px is given and P of 2 is given. Now so many questions can be created. P of 2 is 10. Suppose I say P of minus 1 is equal to 19. Then you have to follow the same concept and you will get the different value of k. Okay, note it down, then we come to the next question of the same variety. Okay, next question is, if p of y is equal to y cube minus 3y square plus 5y k plus k and p of minus 1 is equal to 5, then find the value of k. Find the value of k. Okay, so again there is a polynomial, and it is also given that value of that polynomial at minus 1 equal to 5, then you obtain the value of k. Let us see its solution. So py is equal to y cube minus 3y square plus 5y k plus k. Now p of minus 1, p of minus 1 cube minus 3 into minus 1 square plus 5 into minus 1 into k plus k. Okay, this is the value of this is the polynomial, and they are saying p of minus 1 equal to 5. So first we obtain the value of p of minus 1 using the concept. Now p of minus 1 according to question is 5, so I am writing 5 over here, and over here it will be minus 1 minus 3 into 1, then minus 5k plus k. So over here what I will get, 5 equal to minus 1 minus 3 minus 4k. So 5 plus 4, okay, minus 1 minus 3 is plus 4 on this side, so it will be minus 4 plus 4 minus 4k. So I can say k is equal to minus of 9 upon 4. K is equal to minus of 9 by 4, that is the value of k. Okay, so it's very simple. Two conditions will be given to you, and they will ask you to get the value of one unknown. Over here it is k. So please note it down, then we come to the next question. Okay, next question is, if px is equal to 2x minus 1, then find the value of p of 1 by 2. Okay, let us see one more question. If p of y is equal to y minus or 2y minus 4, 2y plus 4, then find the value of p of minus 2. Okay, let us see one more question. If q of x is equal to x square minus 4, then find the value of q of 2 and q of minus 2. Okay, we have to solve these questions. However, these questions are very easy, but the purpose of these questions that now we are moving to the next concept, and to give the idea of that concept, we'll solve these questions. Okay, we'll solve it in short. See, solution of the first one. P of x equal to 2x minus 1. I have to find the value of p of 1 by 2. So, p of 1 by 2 is equal to 2 into 1 by 2 minus 1. 2 and 2 cancel. So, 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. Okay, now solution of the next one. P of y equal to 2y plus 4. I have to find the value of p of minus 2. So, p of minus equal to 2 multiplied by minus 2 plus 4, that is minus 4 plus 4, that is equal to 0. Okay, now solution of the third one. Q of x, so q of 2 and q of minus 2. So, q of 2 is equal to 2 square minus 4, that is 4 minus 4, that is equal to 0. Okay, as well as q of minus 2 is equal to minus 2 square minus 4, that is 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, so if you observe in all these questions, each and every time I got the value of polynomial is equal to 0. In first question I got p of 1 by 2 equal to 0. In next I got p of minus 2 equal to 0. Then over here I got q of 2 as well as q of minus 2 equal to 0. So, as I discussed in previous sum, that at whatever value, if polynomial becomes 0, then that value is called the 0 of the polynomial. Over here p of 1 by 2 is equal to 0 for the given polynomial. So, I will say 1 by 2 is 0 of given polynomial. Over here p of minus 2 is equal to 0. So, I will say minus 2 is a 0 of the given polynomial. Over here 2 and minus 2 both gives the value of the polynomial 0. So, I say this 2 as well as this minus 2 is a 0 of the polynomial. Okay, so here we arrive to the next concept, that is 0 of the polynomial. Okay, so let us see its, first we will see its definition and then we come to the question based on this. 0 of polynomial. Zero of polynomial. A real number alpha is said to be 0 of polynomial. A real number alpha is said to be 0 of polynomial px if p of alpha is equal to 0. If p of alpha is equal to 0. Okay, it's vice versa is also correct. If p alpha is 0, we will say alpha is 0 of the polynomial. Or in simple language we can say that value of the variable for which polynomial becomes 0 is called the 0 of the polynomial. For example, if polynomial becomes 0 at x equal to root 2, we will say root 2 is 0 of polynomial. If polynomial becomes 0 at pi, we will say pi is the 0 of the polynomial. If polynomial becomes 0 at minus 1 by 2, I will say minus 1 by 2 is the 0 of the polynomial. Okay, so note down this definition, we will come to the questions based on this concept. Okay, so I very first question based on this concept of zero of polynomial, do right. Check whether check whether the following are zeros. Check whether the following are zeros of the polynomials indicated against them. Indicated against them. Okay, in this first one, px is equal to 3x plus 1, x equal to minus 1 by 3. Second, px is equal to 5x plus 2, x is equal to minus 2. Okay, let us see first these two and then we come to the next question. So, first one, solution. We have px is equal to 3x plus 1. We have to check whether x equal to minus 1 by 3 is a 0 of the given polynomial or not. So, what we will do, we will find the value of the polynomial at this value, and if we get polynomial equal to 0, we will say yes, it is a 0. So, therefore, we know how to get the value of the polynomial. What we have to do, we have to replace the variable by the value. So, 3 into minus 1 by 3 plus 1. Okay, so here what I get, p of minus 1 by 3 is equal to minus 1 plus 1. So, ultimately what I got, p of minus 1 by 3 is equal to 0. As p of minus 1 by 3 equal to 0, here I can conclude, therefore minus 1 by 3 is a 0 of p of x or given polynomial. Okay, because this becomes 0, I conclude the value is 0 of the polynomial. Suppose p of minus 1 by 3 is not equal to 0, I will say minus 1 by 3 is not a 0 of the given polynomial. Okay, now let us see the next one. Okay, second one, we have px is equal to 5x minus 2. 5x minus 2. So, over here we have to check whether minus 2 is a 0 of the given polynomial or not. However, these questions can be done orally, but I am giving you the format so that if you get this type of question in 2 marks or in subjective part, you should know how to write. So, p of minus 2, 5 into minus 2 minus 2. So, p of minus 2 is equal to minus 10 minus 2. Therefore, p of minus 2 is equal to minus 12. But obviously, it is not equal to 0. So, I can say p of minus 2 is not equal to 0. Therefore, minus 2 is not a 0 of p of x. Okay, so either it will be 0 or it won't be 0. If it is 0, we will say that value, given value, indicated value is the 0 of the polynomial, otherwise it is not the 0 of polynomial. So, please note it down, then we come to the next question. Okay, now next in the same, next we'll see third question. Again we have to identify whether the indicated value is 0 of the given polynomial or not. So in this third one is p of x is equal to 3x plus 1 third one is p of x is equal to x square minus 1, and the value of x is x equal to 1 minus 1. Okay, fourth one is p of x is equal to x minus 3 x minus 4 at x equal to 3 and 4. Okay, so let us see first these two. P of x at x square equal minus 1. So P of x is equal to x square minus 1. So P of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 square minus 1. So P of minus 1 is equal to 1 minus 1. That is P of minus 1 is equal to 0. Definitely we can say minus 1 is a 0 of the polynomial, because value of P of minus 1 is for the given polynomial. So I will say minus 1 is a 0 of the given polynomial. Okay, now next is Px is equal to x minus 3 x minus 4. So here we have to check it for 3 as well as 4. However, this can be done orally. See, if I put x equal to 3, 3 minus 3 is 0. 0 into anything is 0. If I put x equal to 4, this bracket will 0. 0 into anything is 0. Okay, so P of 3 is 3 minus 3, 3 minus 4, that is 0 into minus 1, that is 0. And P of 4 is 4 minus 3 into 4 minus 4, that is 1 into 0, that is 0. So minus 1 is a 0 of this polynomial, and over here 3 and 4 both are the zeros of the given polynomial. So this shows it is quite possible that a polynomial have more than one 0. Okay. So please note it down, then we come to the next question. Okay, now let us see the next concept, next question. See, here we obtain the here we check whether the given value is the 0 of the given polynomial or not, and that I did by just finding the value of polynomial at given value of x. Now how to obtain the zeros? Here we are just checking whether the given value is the 0 of the polynomial or not. Now if I I want to find the value of 0, that means I want to find that value of variable for which polynomial becomes 0. Then how to obtain this? Let us see. See, if we have Px is equal to x minus 2. Now I have to find the value of x such that value of polynomial becomes 0, That means I want to obtain the value of 0 of the polynomial. So if I put x equal to 1, what I will get? 1 minus 2 minus 1, that is not equal to 0. If I put 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. That means I can say for this polynomial 0 is 2, or the 0 of the given polynomial is 2. Now how to obtain that value of 0? For that we will see a very small algorithm. Okay. Now see, we already saw the classification of polynomial. Over there we saw the linear polynomial as well as quadratic, then cubic, biquadratic. So if the given polynomial is linear, then how to obtain its 0? We will start from this. So suppose let the heading is to obtain the zeros of the polynomials. Okay, so how to obtain the zeros of the polynomials? Very first step, equate the given polynomial with 0 and find the value of the variable. We will see with the help of the question. So question is, find the zeros of given polynomials. Find the zeros of the given polynomial. In this, suppose first one is 3x minus 5. Okay. Second one is p of y is equal to 2y minus 1. What we have to do? We have to find the zeros of this polynomial. That means we have to find that value of variable for which this polynomial becomes 0. Okay, let us see how to find 0 of the polynomial. Okay, it's very easy. We'll start with this. Let px is equal to 0. This is the first step. Whenever you have to find the zeros of the polynomial, equate the given polynomial to the 0. So let px equal to 0, which gives you 3x minus 5 is equal to 0. Now make the unknown as a subject of formula, or in other words, get the value of unknown. Here unknown is x. So 3x is equal to 5. Therefore x equal to 5 by 3. So 5 by 3 is the 0 of the polynomial. If you want to verify it, you can check. If you put x equal to 5 by 3 over here, definitely value of polynomial will be equal to 0. Okay, let us see the next one. It's very simple. Always you have to start with this. Let the given polynomial is equal to 0. Here given polynomial is py, so I took py equal to 0. That is 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. That is 2y is equal to 1. So I can say y is equal to 1 by 2. So here y is equal to 1 by 2 is the 0 of the polynomial. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see some more examples. See, here the polynomial I took is linear. Here again it is linear. So first we'll see how to find the 0 of the linear polynomial, then we come to the quadratic polynomial. Okay, let's see the next question. Px equal to x minus 4. Py is equal to 3 minus 6y. Then px is equal to 2x minus 7. Py is equal to 2y. qx is equal to ax plus b. Okay, so you have to find the zeros of all these polynomials. Let us see one by one. Third, again I am repeating, you have to start with equating the polynomial to 0. So let px is equal to 0. So I can say x minus 4 is equal to 0. So I will get x is equal to 4. That's it. X equal to 4 is the 0 of the polynomial. So whenever you have to obtain the 0 of the polynomial, whether it is linear, whether it is quadratic, cubic, biquadratic or any other polynomial, you have to always start with this. Let the given polynomial equal to 0. Then next step you have to try to get the value of the variable, that is x over here, and that value of the variable is definitely will be the 0 of the polynomial. Okay, now fourth one, p of y is equal to 3 minus 6y. So I will write okay, I will start with let py is equal to 0. Okay, that gives me 3 minus 6y is equal to 0. That is minus 6y minus is equal to minus 3. Okay, here I have to find the value of variable, that is y. So I took y over here and I took remaining terms on the other side. Okay, so minus 6y, so y is equal to minus 3 upon minus 6. So ultimately y is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so y equal to 1 by 2 is the 0 of the given polynomial. Y is equal to 1 by 2. So please note it down. Then we come to the remaining 3 questions, 5th, 6th and 7th. Okay, now 5th one, p of x is equal to 2x minus y. So let px is equal to 0, that is 2x minus 7 is equal to 0, it is 2x is equal to 7. Okay, so I can say x is equal to 7 by 2. So that is the 0 of the polynomial. X equal to 7 by 2 is the 0 of the given polynomial. Let us see the question number 6th. Let py is equal to 0, that is 2y is equal to 0, that is y is equal to 0 upon 2, that is y is equal to 0. That's it. Okay, so it's very easy to find the 0 of the polynomial, especially for linear polynomial it is very easy. For quadratic polynomial it is little bit I should say tricky, not difficult, but it is definitely tricky. You should know how to factorize the quadratic polynomial. Okay, that you must learn in your previous classes. So we'll see how to find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. There is one more question, qx equal to ax plus b. So first please note it down, then we come to the last question of the linear polynomial, and then we come to the how to find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Okay, next. Seventh. Okay, let qx is equal to 0. So I can say ax plus b is equal to 0. So ax is equal to minus b. So x equal to minus b upon a. That is the 0 of the given polynomial. Only thing, to find the 0 of the polynomial, you have to, in other words I can say, you have to obtain the value of the variable. Okay, if you observe carefully what I did, I took ax plus b equal to 0. So I actually make this as an equation, and by getting the value of unknown from the equation that you learnt in class 8th. So this is the 0 of the given polynomial qx equal to ax plus b. So please note it down. Okay, so that is all about today's lecture. Now in next lecture we'll see how to find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Till then, bye, thank you, take care, stay at home.